Okay, this is the first time I film with like fully just artificial lighting because I always film with like natural lighting, so I hope it looks okay, but it doesn't matter, it's not like a review or anything. Today I just want to use a couple of items that I haven't used for a long time. Well, I yapping about a term that I might made up, which is called post-birthday blue. Whether that term is what I made up or not, I think that is a thing among people. Okay, let's start it, and I'm just gonna start to applying things without telling what it is. For foundation, I'm using this NARS light lifting one, which I think this one was so popular and now I rarely see people talk about it. The post-birthday blue part. Basically yesterday, which is yesterday from the filming day was my birthday. It was my 34th birthday. One thing about hitting 30s is feel like I have a hard time remembering my own age. Whenever somebody asks me or there's a website requires you to fill in your age, I always kind of hesitant a little bit, have to do a calculation like what year is this year and what month are we on right now and when I was born, and did a calculation and figure out how old I am. And I have heard this from other people, so I think once you hit 30, basically you stop counting because especially for women, we're fed into this idea once you hit 30, you're this, you're that, you're worth less, so we just feel like so depressed, so stressed. Well, we're working towards 30, but once you hit 30, you just basically feel like, well, nothing has changed. I don't think my value has decreased or anything, it's just a lie, and you just stop counting your age, so like every year feels the same. Okay, my ADHD is getting me. The post-birthday blue part. So when you're a birthday, basically you're gonna have your friend or family with you, right? So on that day, it doesn't really feel like much. Like for me yesterday, it didn't feel like much. I have my friend with me and we went out and we also went back into my house and we hang out, and it was actually great. We were happy like talking to each other. But the thing is, once the day is done, the next day, I just feel like I don't know how to describe it. I still remember the good times, but the negative times stand out more. So yesterday I was wanting to go to, basically it's called Asakusa, it's a region in Tokyo. It was like a very popular place to go, especially for travelers. And well, Japanese local people go there as well, so it's very like well-known place in Tokyo. And I wanted to go to a hot spring, basically onsen spot in there. And that onsen spot opens every day throughout the day, like they have no rest days. But yesterday they were closed because they were on like some maintenance or something, so they had to close yesterday. I was like, out of all of the days of this whole year, you decide to close on my birthday, which is the one day, the only day in this year that I want to go there. And it was closed, which it itself, it was okay. But then we went to another one which was totally different and was so small, and it's just not what I was looking for at all, and we just didn't stay in that onsen for long at all, and we just get out pretty early. And a couple store that we want to go to, well, basically mostly that I want to go to, were closed as well because I guess it was because it was a Tuesday. So a lot of places will choose a day out of the week that there will be fewest people visiting, which is normal, and it most likely would be Tuesday or Wednesday. So a lot of stores weren't open yesterday. A lot of the stores I want to go wasn't open. We had this birthday cake, and it doesn't taste that well at all. Like it was a little bit too sweet and too heavy. Of course, with the friend here that I don't feel that much because you're into the conversation, you don't feel too much about it. And today I just can't stop thinking about all of the negative things happened yesterday, despite there are a lot of happy moments as well. And I just feel like I woke up feeling so shitty about today, which I should feel good, right? Like we actually had a great time, but my mind was cleaning on all of those negative moments, and I was gonna stay inside for the whole day. I took off my work yesterday and today for the birthday, so I thought today I'm just gonna have a full-on rest day at home. But then I feel like that's probably not the greatest idea, because one thing I feel like, especially now I'm in my mid-30s, I think 34 is in your mid-30s, right? I feel like time just goes by so fast, which I feel so old saying that. But life really goes on so fast. There's not much time for you to waste. And I always constantly have this fear of getting older, like not just older like in your 30s, 40s, and 50s or something. I fear the day that I'm like actually old, that I feel like am I gonna fear that I'm gonna die every single day when I get old. That's like the anxiety that isn't right necessary for me right now. I'm very young. But I think I'm just such an overthinker that I think about that a lot. So with that pressure, I feel like it's just even more important to make every day now better, to not cling on the moments that you feel unwell. And also, I just feel like everything that's not even a thing sometimes annoys me. I don't know how to say this. I just feel like sometimes I even myself know that that's not even a thing, but still I get annoyed by it, like all the time. Like I don't even know how to describe right now. But I think if you have the same thing, you're gonna get me. Like it's just something, let's say you just said one thing that's maybe mildly not the thing that you want to say, but nobody else will think another way, like will think it was a bad thing. Everybody else other than you will think it's just a normal thing. And you fully know that, but you still think about that thing, how that thing didn't 100% go your way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't even know where I am right now. With ADHD, I'm all over the place, especially because this video is not planned in any way. It's just like a yapping video. I don't know where I was. Oh, I think it's, we were at, there's no time for us to waste right now to be upset about every small little thing. So yeah, I really was just like thinking about all of those little things that's not even a thing and let it to upset me. So what I have decided this morning is basically I want to do everything that I wanted to yesterday better so that I can rewrite the memory of yesterday. So the birthday can be perfect in a way because I have done it again. So with that, I actually made a plan that there was a onsen near where I live right now, and I have actually always wanted to go there because it looks actually very beautiful on the websites, and I just went there, and it was actually great. It was just the way it was, the pictures was shown on the websites and stuff, and everything was great. It was like everything I will look into in onsen spot. Of course, I enjoyed the onsen, and I had some random conversation with some random person that at that same onsen, which again I almost had the little thing that's not even a thing gets me again because the conversation wasn't going 100% as I planned, which that would never be the case, right? There would be never a situation that you have control 100%. There will always be something that's not the way you want it to go, right? But I just feel like maybe I'm a control freak, that I just can't let things happen the way that I don't want them to happen. So I just, the rest of the onsen where I was like in the hot tub, I just saying to myself like, just forget about that conversation. It wasn't even bad. You're just making things to upset yourself, which not even a thing to upset about. And I was, yeah, after that, after saying that to myself, I was okay. I enjoyed the rest of the time that I was in that hot tub. It was all great, and I washed my body after I got out, and I drank cold milk, which if you don't know, there's a thing in Japan. You get out of the onsen, there will be this vendor machine that you can get very cold, crisp milk to drink, which somebody may think that's weird to drink straight up cold milk. But yeah, people do, and it's very, very delicious after you just took hot bath. And also, I think it's the temperature must be lower than your home fridge, because the milk at a onsen spot is always more crispy than the milk that you would drink out of your own fridge. It's always more delicious there. And I drank the milk. It was very delicious. And normally at a big stand-alone onsen spot, they are gonna have their own little restaurant inside as well, and it's maybe sometimes has some like a Western menu as well, but mostly they are gonna have like Japanese food, like traditional Japanese food, like tempura, soba, udon, and fried chicken, like Japanese style fried chicken and such. And which I always get the same thing. I got tempura with soba, and the tempura at a onsen spot just always tastes better than elsewhere. I don't know why, but I enjoyed the tempura, which was like really great. It tastes great. And I also got some Japanese style fried chicken. It was like chicken meat attached to the soft little like crunchy bones. Do you know what I mean? And it was, again, tastes great. And I even got a little massage. And how do you call the people that give you the massage? The massager? That's definitely not it, but I don't know how to, like, what to call like a provider like that, but I'm just gonna say the massage provider was actually so great. I paid for a 40 minutes session, but I think it's because there isn't like a customer gonna come next to me. So he maybe thought like there wasn't another person anyways. So he basically extended the session. It was like 15 minutes, so like 10 minutes for free. And it was like very great. Like the pressure was just right, and he was basically massaging the red spot, and I got really relaxed. I went to a bakery, got another cake because I didn't like yesterday's. And to be honest, this new one wasn't that great either, but it was better than the yesterday one. And also at this point, I just don't really care that much because I feel like me trying to rewrite the yesterday's memory, me trying to do something positive, already switched my mind. So my mind wasn't cleaning on the smallest thing that makes me just upset. So even though it was like not the greatest thing, I still kind of enjoyed it, and I didn't mind. And I even bought I bought myself the number plates, like the candles, and I made a wish and I blowed the candle again, which actually sometimes you might find it like to be pathetic to celebrate your own birthday like that. But I almost find it feels better for me, at least. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy to celebrate my birthday with my friend, which I'm very grateful. Like, to have a friend from your childhood in your adulthood is not easy. And yeah, I'm grateful that I have this friendship still going on. But the thing is, sometimes no matter how many years that person know you, they're not gonna do the things 100% the way you want it to happen, unless you're gonna order them around, like you do this in this way, you do this in this way, which for some friends they might prefer that way, so they know that they are getting anything that you want. But it's something about being an overthinker and also an adult. You sometimes you just feel like you shouldn't do that, right? Like, people has their own lives and they have their own thing. They have no time to be ordered around by you, right? So you also overthinking about that thing. So anyway, just something if they decide to do for you, you just take it. You know, at least it's for me. Like sometimes if something people decide to do for me, I'll just take it, even though they might not be the way that I wanted it to be. So I just feel like doing the birthday, if you want to celebrating it by yourself, it's actually much better, at least for me, because everything can go the way you want it to, because you are planning it by yourself. That's what I'm saying. And actually, I'm not even someone that care about birthday that much. Like, I feel like you're alive every day. Why is only that one day that matters the most, right? But I think it's just something about being overthinker and some like feeling like no one likes you. It just sometimes I don't know. I think birthday is just another thing that can make you upset about a number of things. And I really recommend just, if you didn't like it in some way, just the next day, if you can have the time, or the next weekend, or whatever the next day that you can have the time, just make a plan for yourself completely the way that you want it to be, and I promise it's gonna feel better. And like right now, this is the end of the day, like I'm doing makeup to just be washing this off. But yeah, like I fully planned today. I did everything that I was planning, and I don't feel like the upset feelings that I was feeling this morning. And so yeah, at this point I don't even know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it just comes down to you need to do things for yourself, basically. If something gets you, you just fix it by yourself. And a lot of times, this might be sad to say, but the only one that you can fully rely on is yourself, right? It's not that other people don't care about you, but other people won't have the capacity to care about you 24/7, you know. The one person that can care about you 24/7 is yourself. So just treat yourself better. I feel like sometimes we always especially say to women that you should support your friends, your family, your kids, but we never tell women to how to support themselves and make themselves happy, right? And also another thing is, whenever we're talking about women make themselves happy, it's always about spending money, which I don't like. And this might sound weird because I just talked about all the things that I did that requires money, but I want to say it's different because going for a onsen for like a couple dollars, like a massage for like, I think it's converted to dollar, it was like 20 something dollars, and for a meal that's a couple dollars as well. It's different than, say, treat yourself with this like luxury bag, which I feel that this might be weird, maybe because maybe someone actually really enjoys a luxury handbag better than like what I did today, you know, onsen and massage and stuff. But for me, it's what bothers me is it's always like buying something very expensive for yourself. It's always never about the experience, but what you have bought. You know what I mean? Like when we talk about treat yourself to women, it's always like a buy something expensive. It's not the experience come with it, like go to somewhere and enjoy something. It's always, you know, I can afford this very expensive thing that you might not even use after the birthday, right? Like once in a while, I feel it's completely okay if that's what you actually want. But again, like just feeding this idea for women that if you want to treat yourself, you just buy something expensive. I really feel weird about that, and I really don't like that. I just feel like you need to treat yourself in a way that you actually enjoy, not just to spend money just because you can. You know what I mean? I think you get what I'm trying to say. And I think I've talked about everything I want to talk, and now my makeup is not done and I don't know what else I want to talk about. Maybe let's show you what I'm using right now. It's this House Labs powder blush. I basically tried this a couple times and I didn't found anything that's special about it, basically, like worth the hype, so I just put it out and never like pick it up again. And now I still stand by what I was thinking before. I think this is nothing that special. Like it doesn't even blend better than like others, and I almost feel like it's low-key patchy right now. I don't understand the hype. I think the colors are very beautiful, that I will say, but yeah, I don't get why people are so head over heel about this blush when they were coming out, I think. And I'm gonna use this blush, which is from Girl Coat. It's a black looking or brown black looking blush with this print that's half rubbed off. This is like a weird looking sun, I think. It's their signature thing. And I haven't used this in a long while as well. I think I'm feeling weird recently also because I really want to make some change at my work, and I'm gonna apply to a new role of this job, like within the same company, but just a new role. And I might slightly stressed about that as well. I think it's just another thing that being in your 30s, because it's even said the thing that like women like values less and less once you pass your 30, like what that's like whatever. But in general, set genders aside, I feel like 30s, especially mid 30s, it's an age that people expect you, and you also expect yourself to get somewhere in life, right? You got to be successful or at least make a clear plan at this age. I feel like I feel like the reality is probably most people wasn't having this clear plan, the clear path for themselves, but everybody probably had this pressure that they should be figuring things out by this age, right? So I am right now in this age, still haven't figured out what I want to do with my career. Like I have like a rough idea, but I just feel like I never know how things is gonna go. I think all of these just don't help at all. Like I just one unnecessary stress on top of another. This just makes a bad cycle because the more stressful things you add on to yourself, the more stressed you feel, and the more nervous you are, and therefore the easier you get nervous on another thing, right? I think that's what stage I'm on right now. But I just can't stop myself. I just can't. I think this is one thing about overthinker. People always tell you, and you tell yourself as well, that you don't overthink and just let it be. Like it's never gonna be worse than you can ever thought. It's probably gonna be okay. But the thing is, if you can stop, you will not be an overthinker. We are an overthinker because we cannot stop. Another thing is, I feel like sometimes I just never can fully let myself enjoy something. Even I made some achievements at work or something, I can never just like fully tell another people and celebrate or something, because I always have this fear that I'm just gonna jinx it if I celebrate it. Which is such a weird mindset, because what does it have to do with you celebrating it or not? It probably has nothing to do with that, right? Or it definitely don't have anything to do with that. But yeah, again, being an overthinker, you just can't stop. So I actually had a couple achievements at work, and again, I just never was able to fully celebrate it. The makeup is done, and what I'm gonna do after this is I'm basically just gonna wash this off and go to bed. Actually, filming this video was a part of my plan for today, so my whole plan has all accomplished for the day, which I feel, why am I not focusing? Which I have now accomplished every single plan that I had for me today, which I actually am very happy, even though I'm still an overthinker and a little bit stressed, but at least I'm happy right now. At least the the part of overthinking about what happened on my birthday. I have already rewrite that part of my memory, and I recommend you to do so if you have any celebration or experience that you are not happy about. And I know there are probably not much people watching this video anyways, but if you watched this video and you watched till the end, thank you very much. Thank you for caring and spending your own time watching another human being just rambling about things. Yeah, I'll see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.